Welcome to Dr. Walls and Friends on Africa TV 1, and I am sitting here in Castries on the beautiful island of St. Lucia with Chef Robbie. How are you doing?
Not bad at all.
Now tell the people the name of your restaurant.
Well, it's Chef Robbie's Caribbean Pirates Restaurant and Bar. It used to be Caribbean Pirates, and everybody, still says they have Robbie's or whatever. So we've rebranded a couple of years ago, and it's called Chef Robbie's Caribbean Pirates Restaurant, Bar and Grill.
And how perfect, right here on the water.
Right here on the water. Couldn't ask for a better location.
You're a pirate, so you're stealing other people's customers?
We try to.
Okay.
Yeah, with good service and great food.
Yeah. Now tell the people about the food that you serve here.
Well, we do a wide variety of food here, and that's what we take pride in, and that's probably what puts us a notch above the rest.
Yes.
Separates us from the norm. I mean, you go. When I used to go restauranting before, my ex-wife, we were very limited to what we could get to eat because we got spoiled by being having such a wide variety of stuff that we had. So every time I went out, I'd be like, man, there's not much to pick from. And if I'm sitting there, I can request to have some crayfish, some beagle, some turtle. It doesn't offend people. When it's the season, we do use it. You get some crabs, you get sea crab, land crab. We do escabeche. We do a little bit of everything. So we do rabbits. I have some duck coming in tomorrow for Chenet Creole. We do a variety of stuff. We do lobster, everything from the sea, a little octopus, we do conch, we do something called palood, which is something that sticks on the rocks, like similar to conch.
Yes.
So we have a very wide variety of food, including game, duck, rabbit, wild boar, a little bit of everything.
Now, how did you get involved in anything? Because that's a wide variety of food.
Well, every time I'm asked that question, I have to give all the depth to my grandparents. I grew up around women with my mother, my two grandmothers. At one stage when my mother went away and studied, she put me in the youth with my grandmother. And I was always around the kitchen and and all the different Creoles. She's a real Creole person. She's the one who did all the marby and soul to the people and all the tamarind balls and making candy fruit from the nub of the breadfruit. That's sort of a lost culture now. They still do it with grapefruit skin. But she did a little bit of everything. She used to do all the black fish and all the the fish ceviche and nice fried fish has been refried and put in a sauce, which we call a kubu. So I used to be around all those good old things the country people used to do.
Yes.
And I picked it up unknowingly. As I grew older and I started doing my thing, I realized where I got it from. And then when I came to Castries, I was with my other grandmother who would do all the nice eggnogs and cook all the nice local food, and we had a housekeeper who helped with the cooking, and she did a lot of Creole food. So I was always around it, and then in the CDC where I was born and grew up, we were right next to the Castries market. So produce and seeing the people coming on Saturday mornings, 4 in the morning, and when I used to go train soccer, I used to see all this stuff happening, and come back from training soccer, we'd walk around and buy all the fresh fruit and whatnot. So I grew up around all this bounty of food and fruits and vegetables and goodness and fresh things, and nice fresh coconuts and people doing nice Creole food in the market, so it was in me, and I didn't even know, because when I left St. Lucia to go to college, it was to study interior design.
Okay.
And I came back a chef.
How would you say that studying of interior design has played into you being a chef? Because some of the skills I imagine are parlay.
It was the artistic part of me that wanted to go and do interior design and come back and work with my family's architectural firm, which is Never Skeet. And when I got there, as I was in college, I found myself looking at all those cooking programs. Now, I didn't tell you, prior to going to college, my mother opened a restaurant called the Golden Apple.
Okay.
So I was privileged to get to actually, do some cooking there before I even decided to go to college, whereas I was working construction with my uncle. And, I had a knack for it, because after fine dining dinner in front, which is a very simple menu, pepper steak, grilled fish, a couple little local things. My mother was a very good cook also. And on evenings after dinner was over, we had a backyard called the Golden Apple Backyard, and I'll do barbecue there, and I'll get to be in my creative self and do all sorts of creative, kebabs and wraps and stuff off the grill, my version of jerk, and all my friends would come and hang out, and it became a nice line, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed keeping people's palates happy, and got a lot of gratification from the compliments you get from the food, And I guess that drove me into going to cooking eventually.
Wow.
I find myself looking at, you know, Emerald Live and this one and that one, and I'm saying, but I could do all that. That's easy stuff. I don't know why they're making such a big deal about it.
And we've talked off camera, and you talked about how you can cook Russian food.
Yeah, yeah. My education at CIA, which is Culinary Institute of America, is pretty diverse.
Okay.
They're very thorough, you know. So I did a little bit of Russian, Mexican, Italian, Caribbean cuisine, which I knew naturally,
Yes.
but I learned why I was doing certain things, so I improved it. And now I can infuse all those different, you know, nationalities, and, you know, come out on a plate with a little bit of everything from somewhere. Or if I decide to specialize one day, pretty well versed in, you know, all those different cuisines.
Yeah, since I've been on the island, and I told people I was coming to see Chef Robbie so I can have a meal, everybody, they're just mouth just started watering. It's like, oh, you'll enjoy that. Oh, yes, you need to go.
Well, that's what we had to do. We had to please palates and keep people happy, and, you know, give great service and get a family atmosphere going. You know, people keep coming back. You know, wherever they travel, they come back to me.
Wonderful.
You know what I enjoyed this year for jazz was kind of cool. I had a jazz stall for the first time in a couple of years, and the people who came to me were like, "Hey, we came to look for you because you were there last year. We remember that." You know, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
See?
So we got a lot of comebacks.
That's
people come to look for our roasted conch and our wilks and our blackfish. One guy came back and he was like, "Where's the cow skin?"
Wow.
And each person who came back would ask for something different.
They remember
that
certain
remembered,
things.
you know.
Yeah.
So, and then I get an idea of what are the things that I should continue doing and what people like, and, you know, what creates an impression.
Yes.
It's nostalgic for some people when they could get something that they had in their childhood that they haven't had for ages.
It's the truth. It's the truth. And as you mentioned, some dishes they're kind of being lost within the culture.
They're lost within the culture, you know. My son did something really nice a couple nights ago. He cooked me dinner. He just took off and he did bread nuts, sweet bread nuts with warm sugar cane. That was different, you know. And you know, I'm probably gonna steal his little idea and do a version of it.
Yes.
Which I thought was pretty cool, you know.
That sounds delicious.
We normally do bread nuts as a savory.
Yes.
I've done stuffings of it. I've done it as a sweet. I've done a punch of it, like peanut punch.
Really?
But he served it in a warm maple sauce with sugar cane warm as our dessert after dinner.
Okay.
And it was pretty nice. You
Nice.
know? I mean, who does bread nuts? Who uses bread nuts much anymore? Or turpi tapu or pomme de laine? You know, and a lot about those dying fruits and vegetables. Nobody uses the jackfruit to do anything.
Right.
Nobody uses, you know, sugar apple and sapodilla. You know, and all these things can make so many nice punches and interesting juices and nice presentation on plates, and they're just in the market going to waste. So, you know, a few old ladies who remember it and they pass and pick it up by it. So I try to, you know, incorporate it into all my cooking.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
So now people who are watching who want to come and get their palate pleased.
Yeah.
By you.
We're palate pleasers.
Yes. Where do they need to come? How do they find you?
We're located on Jeremy Street at La Place Carénage, and right on the waterfront, the Castries Harbour, as you can see.
Yes.
You have a nice clear view of all the government buildings and beautiful sunsets when it's beautiful. Today is a great sunset. It changes. The sun sets 6 months behind the mountain and then 6 months smack in the middle there.
Okay.
It shifts around, you know. So during Christmas time it starts coming across and it's going to set smack in the center there.
Beautiful.
So we have a beautiful ambience here, you know. You can ask for a nicer atmosphere. People come here and they say, "Oh, we're in a hurry, we need to leave," you know. And then I feed them their food and then I see them staying an hour later. I'm like, "Hello."
I thought you had to go.
You had to go.
Yeah.
Like,
and what a great location, because right here in Castries, regardless of where you're staying, people can find you. If you take a cruise ship, you're right here. You can
we're right in the heart of town. You know, we cater for every socioeconomic bracket. You know, I get guys from the ghettos, I get the bank managers, I get the lawyers, the doctors, I get the bank clerks, I get, you know, people from all walks of life, you know. People from the supermarkets, you know, everywhere, you know. And we do a 3-course special for $30 EC, which you can't get anywhere in Castries or St. Lucia. You get a choice of 2 appetizers, a choice of chicken or fish prepared any of 6 or 5 ways, and a dessert. You know, nobody else does that. Times are hard now, so people come here and they pounce on that.
Exactly. And as y'all know, I'm a vegan, and you also cater to us vegan.
We cater to vegans. We have something called a vegetarian platter. We do an eggplant rollatini. We do rasta pasta. We do veggie burgers. We do veggie rotis. And my chefs are very creative with the chef's veg platter.
Okay.
So you could come 6 times and you'll get 6 different, you know, presentations of 6 different types of foods. We don't get mundane, you know. Our motto here, you know, is to, well, I've trained my chefs over a period of years. They've been with me for ages. So what I've taught them to do is perfect as far as I'm concerned.
All right.
I do good stuff and I've taught them to do it this way.
Wonderful.
So if they're going to do it any different, it has to be the same or better.
That's right.
It can't be, you know, I can't get it below par.
That's right.
You either do exactly what I showed you or you do it better.
I heard
and
that.
every time they come out of something, if it's not as good as what I taught them, usually it's better.
That's it. All right. Well, I'm about to have my palate, please. So thank you so much for spending this time with us.
The pleasure is mine. Hopefully we get a whole bunch of people coming in to, you know, sample some of our good stuff.
Yes, y'all be sure to come check out Chef Robbie. And we'll see you again shortly on Dr. Walls and Friends.
Cheers.